It's 20 trivia questions on characters from movies, either played by Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone or somebody else completely. These were written by Brian Salyer for Patreon subscriber Greg Hines. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. If you like trivia, if you like playing trivia on a weekly basis, you can play with me at 18 different places around Southern California. Go to triviawithbuds.com and see all the different venues that I host trivia and bingo at. If you're thinking bingo, what does that have to do with anything? It's fun. It's really fun. We do pop culture bingo at my location. So we do some numbers, which is just, like 5 in a row, any direction, up, down, left, right, diagonal, that kind of stuff. Then we also will switch it up. We'll do music bingo. So I'll play songs, like 80 songs, and you have different 80 songs on your card, and you mark them off as you hear them. When you get 5 in a row, you'll bingo, get a prize. We also do movie bingo. I'll say, here's a bunch of horror movies from the 80s, and you mark off those titles as you see screenshots. And then also, the newest thing I do is called trivia bingo. So I will ask random trivia questions, and you will mark off the answers if you have them on your card. But if you bring up a card that has one wrong answer or more, I will rip it up. It's fun for me to do. So there's a ton of variety with the bingo nights as well as my trivia nights. And you can find all those locations by clicking the link in the show notes to triviawithbuds.com. Today's episode is 20 questions on characters from movies, either played by Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger. This was a topic picked by Greg Hines. He just put in the Patreon spreadsheet, Stallone versus Schwarzenegger. So Brian Salyer took that theme and kind of ran with it. And Brian said, hey, I'm going to whip up 20 questions. I'm going to give you the character's name, and you tell me who played that character. Now, he did slip some fun ones in here where it could be either of them or neither. So if you're going through and you're like, I don't think that was Schwarzenegger or Stallone, that might be the case. So be on the lookout for a few of those. There's 20 of these, but they'll go pretty quick. Patreon.com/triviawithbuds is the place to go if you want to support this show. If you have a few extra bucks a month and you're like, what can I do to give back to this show that I listen to every single day? If you do, you can go to patreon.com/triviawithbuds and sign up for $1 all the way up to $50. The $50 tier is pretty crazy. It is everything below, every tier below that, but you also get access to every single question I ask on a monthly basis. So I'll send you all the slides to all my trivia nights for the whole month, which is usually 5 rounds a week times 4 weeks. So you're getting 20 rounds of trivia. You can use those on your own trivia nights. You can host your own trivia party, or you could just answer those questions on a screen at your house if you really like trivia that much and you want to feel like you're part of playing my live nights. That's $50 a month, and I've had a few trivia hosting friends sign up for that to then get access to all that content. So if you want to do that, you could do that. That is the top tier, all the way down to the $1 tier, which gets you access to our Discord app chat, where you can meet other like-minded trivia-loving friends. People post different fun stuff in there every day or so, and people like Luke McKay will throw different quizzes in there or questions that he thinks of. So if you're looking for even more trivia and to interact with some fun folks on a micro level, go to the Discord app chat for just $1. I'll send you that link, and you can jump in anytime. You're also going to get access to our digital newsletter, which comes out starting in August. If you're at the $3 level, I will actually print that out and send that to you, so you don't have to print it, and you can write on it directly to do the different puzzles and things I'm going to include on that newsletter. So be on the lookout for all that fun stuff, and thank you so much for your support, and a big special welcome to Matthew and Melissa, who just joined this week. Thank you guys for your patronage. Okay, we're going to jump into today's episode. Again, it's all about Schwarzenegger versus Stallone by Brian Salyer for Greg Hines. Here we go. Here we go with Schwarzenegger versus Stallone. Here's the email I got from Brian Salyer. He said, after getting over the horror of seeing previews for yet another Rambo and Terminator film and seeing it was a Patreon request, I somehow managed to come up with some questions about roles played by America's favorite action heroes. I will name the character, and you say whether it was Stallone, Schwarzenegger, or neither. Here's question number 1. Barney Ross. Question number 1, Barney Ross. Was that Stallone, Schwarzenegger, or neither? Barney Ross. Number 2, Michael Higgins. Number 2, Michael Higgins. Number 3, Marion Cobretti. Number 3, Marion Cobretti. Number 4, Ben Richards. Ben Richards. Number 5, Joe Bumowski. Joe Bumowski. Number 6, Adam Gibson. Number 6, Adam Gibson. Number 7, Max Walker. Max Walker. Number 8, Jericho Kane. Jericho Kane. Number 9, Howard Langston. Number 9, Howard Langston. Number 10, John Matrix. Number 10, John Matrix. I just realized I wouldn't get any of these correct. Even though I've seen a lot of these movies, I don't remember any of these names, and I don't feel like they say the names a ton in the movies, but maybe I'm just not good at remembering. Number 10, John Matrix. Number 11, Roderick Toombs. Roderick Toombs. Number 12, Lincoln Hawk. Lincoln Hawk. Number 13, Casey Ryback. Casey Ryback. Number 14, Jack Slater. Jack Slater. Number 15, Robert Hatch. Robert Hatch. Number 16, Richard Kimball. Richard Kimball. Number 17, Barry Trotz. Barry Trotz. Number 18, Harry Tasker. Harry Tasker. Number 19, Freddie Heflin. Freddie Heflin. And number 20, Julius Benedict. Julius Benedict. Wow, that's a hard quiz, unless you really know these movies, which maybe you do. Maybe you're a big Schwarzenegger and Stallone fan, and neither fan, and you could figure out these questions. Great job, Brian. Greg, I hope you had fun answering those questions along with everybody else listening, and we'll be right back in a second with the answers. Here we go, the answers to Brian Salyer's quiz for Greg Hines on Stallone and Schwarzenegger movies. Question number 1, Barney Ross. The answer there was Sylvester Stallone. In The Expendables, his name is Barney Ross. Question number 2, Michael Higgins. That would be neither. He's the current president of Ireland. So neither Stallone or Schwarzenegger character, but the president of Ireland. Number 3, Marion Cobretti. That is Cobra's Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone. Number 4, Ben Richards. Schwarzenegger in The Running Man. And isn't that, what's his name? The Thing? Isn't his name Ben Richards? Or am I wrong? Or I'm thinking of Ben something else and Reed Richards probably. But The Running Man, Schwarzenegger. Number 5, Joe Bumowski is Stallone in Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, which is him and one of the Golden Girls, I think. Number 6, Adam Gibson. That was Schwarzenegger in The Sixth Day, one of my favorite Schwarzenegger movies. Number 7, Max Walker. Neither. That's Van Damme's character's name in Time Cop. But Brian notes that Stallone played someone named Gabe Walker in the movie Cliffhanger. Number 8, Jericho Kane is Schwarzenegger in End of Days, starring Robin Tunney, who went to my high school. Number 9, Howard Langston. That is Schwarzenegger in Jingle All the Way, where he's trying to get the Turbo Man for his kid. Is it Turbo Man? What is it? No, that's a real thing. Or is it? Is that what it is? I forget. Number 10, John Matrix was Schwarzenegger in the movie Commando. John Matrix in Commando. Number 11, Roderick Toombs is neither. That's Roddy Piper's real name, according to Brian Salyer. The wrestler Roddy Piper's real name, Roderick Toombs. Number 12, Lincoln Hawk is Stallone in the arm wrestling movie Over the Top. Number 13, Casey Ryback. That's neither. That says Steven Seagal in Under Siege. Number 14, Jack Slater is Schwarzenegger in Last Action Hero. That's a fun movie. Number 15, Robert Hatch is Stallone in the movie Victory, which I think is about auto racing. Number 16, Richard Kimball is neither. That's Harrison Ford in The Fugitive, although Schwarzenegger played John Kimball in Kindergarten Cop, close to around the same time. Number 17, Barry Trotz is neither. That's New York Islanders head coach and 2018 NHL Coach of the Year, Barry Trotz. Number 18, Harry Tasker is a Schwarzenegger character in True Lies with Jamie Lee Curtis. Number 19, Freddie Heflin, that's Stallone in Copland. And number 20, Julius Benedict, that's Schwarzenegger in Twins, which they're supposed to remake with Eddie Murphy, or make another one and call it Triplets, I believe. That'd be interesting. I would be very interested in seeing that sequel 35 years later. That would be great. Guys, those were your answers to the questions from Brian Salyer's quiz today. Thanks so much for the questions and answers, Brian. And Greg, I hope you had fun with those. If you ever want to send in content for me to record, if you have an idea, or if you actually want to write the questions. Some people like writing trivia questions, like my friend Mike Edwards. He sent me 4 quizzes this week alone, and he's a new Patreon subscriber and player from Whittier, California. Thank you, Mike, for all that you do with those questions. If you're like Mike and you want to send some questions, send them my way, ryanbuds@gmail.com. I'm happy to record those for a future episode, since I do have to come up with something every day for the show. That would help me out a bunch. Today's trivia team name of the day is Redhead Redemption. That was a fun one used at Turnbull's Tavern this week in Whittier. And we had a round on redheads, and I think the team that used it had a redhead on their team, and I had never heard it before, and I thought it was great. Redhead Redemption, like the outlaw video game Red Dead Redemption. And your question of the day brought to you by Funky Monkey Design of San Dimas, California. Get your t-shirts printed at fmdesignsinc.com. How many total Rocky films and spin-offs has the Rocky character appeared in? How many total Rocky films and spin-offs has the Rocky character appeared in? Tweet me your answer at ryanbuds or email ryanbuds@gmail.com to be eligible for a prize in the snail mail. Thank you guys so much for listening to today's show. Thanks for subscribing for new episodes every single day. Thanks for the iTunes reviews to get more eyes on the show. And thanks for telling a friend. We'll see you tomorrow for more trivia with me. Cheers.